Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Podchaser, Good Pods, Pocket Casts, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 101 available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link on my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched Avatar: The Way of Water, the long-awaited sequel to 2009's Avatar. It stars Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, Edie Falco, Stephen Lang, Matt Gerald, Cliff Curtis, Kate Winslet, and it is directed by James Cameron, who directed one of the Piranha sequels. Not exactly sure which one, but that's not the movie everybody talks about when you talk about James Cameron. You talk about The Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, True Lies, Titanic, Avatar. After a period of peace, Jake Sully, my Jake, and Neytiri, they have a family. And a new threat comes to interrupt that peace. And they get together with, find another tribe of Na'vi who have other talents, aquatic talents. And in the hope of avoiding the interruption, y'all know how it goes. I don't know if y'all noticing, I don't know if it matters. I don't have a most anticipated banner on this video because I think I was more like a majority of the normies in January this time last year. Like, okay, like Avatar 2. Like, my mindset was probably it might get pushed back again, so I'm not going to include it in the most anticipated video. I got more excited for it the more I was confident it was actually coming out. Because between James Cameron, Fox, 20th Century Studios, even Disney over the past 13 years, this movie is being pushed back countless times. If memory serves, it was originally supposed to come out in 2014. And 9 years later, here it is. 13 years after the original. It's still beautiful. Like, every time James Cameron puts a movie out, it's an event. This is his third movie since 2007. Like, dude has become like the ultimate perfectionist. And from a filmmaking standpoint, I would say this movie's perfect. Like I said, it looks amazing. Like, give it the Oscar for best visual effects already. The performances are good. All the creatures look cool. From a storytelling standpoint, I knew some stuff going in, and I was just like, how is this possible? How are they gonna pull this off? And it's definitely logical in this world. Like, it takes place in what, like 2170, and the white man is still trying to take land and resources from other species, so that hasn't changed. It's just good. Like, I think this was my first 3D movie probably in over 5 years. So the glasses and visually like was messing with my head a little bit, but not to the point that I was like nauseous or had to leave or anything. And like, nothing particularly came out of the screen, but I swear it was like one of the holographic 3D, like, stare at this picture long enough, you'll see something. Because the background felt so far away from the characters. It was trippy. But, like, those cardboard, like Mallrats. Like, Ethan Suplee in Mallrats. Or Seinfeld, Mr. Pitt in Seinfeld. You look at it long enough, the shape pops out. They couldn't see the shape. But that is also 3D, right? The battle scenes were good. The third act was really good. There's emotional stakes left and right. Obviously, like I said at the top, there's a huge family element to this. I thought the new characters were so many good new characters. I kind of felt like Neytiri got sidelined. I felt like Zoe Saldana was kind of sidelined in this, but she's good in what she's in the scenes that she's in. I liked Cliff Curtis and Kate Winslet and their standoffishness. They were still badass. Their kids were badass. The Jake and Neytiri kids were good. I don't want to go too into details. I feel like I'm gonna ruin something. This should be a shorter review, but it's gonna be an average runtime review because I've liked Avatar. I like Avatar: The Way of Water. Visually, they're game changers. Visually, nobody else is doing what James Cameron is doing. The story, though, I feel like is good. Like, I'm not losing my mind over either of these stories. These are stories you've seen a million times. There's just billion-dollar effects in these. And supposedly, there are 3 more of these coming. 3 will come out in 2 years. 4 will come out in 4 years. 5 will come out in 6 years. I'm down. I will watch all of them. But if the battle, if the threat, the threat can get repetitive. Like, if 3 is a new variation of the same thing, I'm docking points. And then 4 and 5, like, it has to be changed up at some point. Like, this isn't the 80s Superman movies where Lex Luthor is the bad guy in 3 out of 4 of them. Give us Bizarro, give us Brainiac, give us Metallo. But yeah, like this is good. I don't think it's James Cameron's best, and it's far from his worst. So, with all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Avatar: The Way of Water is dope. Have you seen Avatar: The Way of Water? What'd you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I think my most recent review is for Violent Night. And next weekend I want to watch and review Babylon, I Want to Dance with Somebody, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, and Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. And then after that, I'll trickle out my 3 favorite of the fourth quarter, my 10 favorite movies of 2022, my 10 most anticipated of 2023, and a Blu-ray collection update. Be on the lookout. It's the end of the year. It's my busy season. Appreciate y'all watching. We talked about Christmas movies on the most recent episode of Rec League Podcast. Get in there. Check us out. Drop a comment what y'all like to watch during the holiday season. So, like, subscribe, comments. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.